My lab is based at NYU Grossman School of Medicine in New York City, and we are really interested in a cell type that is called astrocytes. And you may not have heard of this cell type before, but they're incredibly important for the normal functioning of the brain. They provide a lot of support and nutrients for neurons. These are the cells that fire electricity, enable us to move our hands and speak and have memories. And they also enable neurons to make connections, as well as doing a whole host of other things. And we think of them as the mothers of the brain, providing nutrients to their babies, the neurons, taking away all their waste products and helping them make friends. And one of the things that we're particularly interested in diseases like Alzheimer's disease is that these astrocytes lose these functions. They become diseased, or as we would call them, reactive. And understanding what these reactive astrocytes do in the context of diseases like Alzheimer's disease gives us the opportunity to make new therapies for patients. And this is particularly important because there's not a single therapy available on the market today that directly targets astrocytes. Yet there are tens of millions of them in your brain and in every single Alzheimer's disease patient. Regardless of the mutation they may have or their family history, they have these diseased or reactive astrocytes. So a few years ago, my lab discovered a population of these astrocytes that becomes potently neurotoxic. That means it's able to kill neurons. And we think this is a major driver of the loss of neurons or the degeneration that occurs in diseases like Alzheimer's disease. And so we have made a number of strides in the last few years because of the support of the Cure Alzheimer's Fund to actually develop molecules that can target these astrocytes, stop them from having this toxic or reactive phenotype, and as a result of that, stop neurons from dying and preserve function in a whole host of different models of Alzheimer's disease. And that I find particularly exciting, not only for Alzheimer's disease, but also for loss of cognitive function in general aging and other diseases where there are neuron cell deaths, such as glaucoma and Parkinson's disease, and the list goes on and on and on. So I think one of the things that's really particularly interesting and a lot of people who may not be scientists don't realize is the sort of work that Cure Alzheimer's Fund is actually supporting is work that is incredibly high risk. It's going in new avenues. These are not traditionally funded by the government or by other larger funding bodies. And this really enables out-of-the-box thinking for new research avenues, for crazy new ideas, for new therapies, and first-in-class opportunities that we may not have had previously. And really, the Cure Alz Fund enables people to take all of this knowledge that we've learned over the last several decades and really build upon that in these weird and wonderful new ways to give the best possible opportunity for patients that we have now, if that is for repurposing drugs that may be available for other therapies and other diseases, or making the most perfect therapy for the future.